Here we go. It's Tuesday evening. It feels like later in the week for some of us, but it's just Tuesday, which means it's day four. We're at the halfway point for our uplift, and tonight we're going to focus on health. Um, you know, creating creating a nice, healthy vibration. But before we do anything, can we do a loveometer just to see how you're feeling today? And again, thanks so much for joining us live. I really, really appreciate it. The weather's really, whoa, it's the wind and the rain. It's whacking off the window. It's nice and cozy, mind you, but it feels more like a winter's night, doesn't it, to tonight?
Mm.
We've got a 7, a 9, and an 8. That's fantastic. Good scores there. Yeah, I would say I was a 9 tonight. Yeah, it was chilly today, wasn't it, Jane? And a 7 there, and an 8. They're pretty healthy scores, even if we are feeling a little bit tired. And we've got a 6 as well, and an 8. There we go. So we've got all the scores in. Would you like to hear them again? A 7, a 9, an 8, a 7, an 8, a 6, an 8, and a 9. That's okay, I would say. Maybe we'll be a 10 tonight at the end of the evening. Yay! Okay, so as I say, we're going to do health tonight, and normally we kind of focus on something that, is physical, with our health, but our health is so much more than that. So I thought tonight I would do just a little mini presentation, which just would talk through it for 5 minutes while we collect our ideas. So you might be wanting to think about what you wish to work on. So let's see if I can do this. I was on practicing earlier on. That's why I was on earlier on. Wendy, oh, that was easy, wasn't it? That was quite easy. Wow, okay. Practice makes perfect, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought I would break down health into excuse me, four different kind of domains. Because to me, this is what health is to me. So it can either be physical, it can be mental, it can be emotional, and it can be spiritual. And I wondered if you would like to give yourself a little score as we work through those four different domains. But bring them all together, those interconnected aspects of health, really determine our overall well-being, as you will see in a wee moment or two. So, physical health, that refers to the conditions of the body and its ability to perform daily activities. I guess what most of us think about when it comes to our physical health is the last point there, absence of disease. We consider ourselves to be healthy if there is an absence of disease. So, absence of disease is maintaining a state free from illness or injury. So, I think that's what most of us think about when it comes to our health. But also, you could consider your physical health as being your fitness, your capacity to perform physical activities and exercise, and how that is. I've recently, this week, well, since Sunday, I've been doing some gardening for my uncle because he's selling his beautiful big house, and I've been trying to get the garden in order for him. And wow, it's quite amazing how quickly your physical strength and physical fitness declines when you don't do something for a few months. That really struck me today when I was thinking about presenting this to you. Um, it doesn't take long to get back into shape either, but fitness, your ability to perform physical activities and exercise is a big part for your health. The two important things, I guess, as well, that contribute towards positive physical health would be nutrition, balancing our eating habits, making sure that we have essential nutrients, especially protein, and also fiber, and sleep. Sleep health. getting adequate rest for recovery and rejuvenation, because without that rest, our whole health is compromised. Every level of health is compromised. So I wondered if you would like to give a wee score here for your physical health this evening. How you feeling it just as it
Oh,
stands today? You can put it into the chat. I won't be able to read it just now, but you can put it into the chat and that would be appreciated. Giving yourself a score because it shows us what it's more useful to work on. Lovely. Thank you very much in advance for that. Okay, mental health. Mental health is so important, of course. Actually, I think I can see no, I would have to press that. No, forget what's just saying there. Um, Mental health encompasses emotional, psychological, and social wellness or well-being. It affects how individuals think, feel, and behave. And key components include emotional resilience. I do like that term. Our resilience is our ability to cope with stress or challenges, emotional resilience. And I guess that when we've been through a lot of stress or we've been through a number of challenges, our emotional resilience can go down a little bit because we become a little bit more exhausted, don't we? Like if we keep getting hit with some upset and it keeps happening again and again and again, our overall resilience comes down. But also with mental health is your cognitive functioning, the capacity to think clearly, reason, and make decisions. Um, so your cognitive processes are perception, which is how you understand the world round about you, your ability to pay attention or concentrate, language, which is articulating yourself to express your feelings or to communicate ideas, thinking, and memory. So I would say all of those are in there with the mental health, all your cognitive processes, the five of them. So that's perception, attention, language, thinking, and memory. And interestingly, self-esteem. This is maybe one thing that some of you may wish to work on tonight. Self-esteem, a sense of self-worth and confidence in your abilities. So I guess we have an ideal self, and your ideal self is what you would like to be. And sometimes there's quite a departure from the self-image, and self-image is how you understand yourself. And the difference between both of those, the difference between how you understand yourself, your self-image, and how you would like to be, your ideal self, the difference is self-esteem. So essentially, the closer those two things are, your ideal self or your self-image, the nearer they are to one another, the higher the self-esteem. When there's a bigger gap between them, then there's lower self-esteem there. So that's definitely something that's worth working on if you feel your physical health to be good and you feel that sometimes I guess it's linked to confidence, what we did last night. If you feel that your self-esteem, your sense of worth and self-value, if you feel that to be a wee bit lower from time to time, then this is an excellent night to work on it. Okay, keep moving down because the next ones are emotional health. Emotional health focuses on understanding, managing, and expressing emotions effectively. And we are such emotional beings. Remember, I was saying to you yesterday, there's an estimated 34,000 different emotions. So emotional health is really, really important. Um, it includes your awareness, self-awareness, recognizing your own feelings and emotions, regulation, the ability to manage your emotions in a constructive way, And that could be, for example, anger or stress, being able to manage them, and relationships come into emotional health, building and maintaining healthy interpersonal connections there. So I forgot to ask you to rate the previous one, sorry. To just to rate how you're feeling to do with mental health. If you want to give yourself a wee mental health score, and then we'll do the same with emotional health. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, emotional health, about managing and expressing emotions effectively, our awareness or self awareness, our regulation, our ability to manage those emotions in a constructive way, and relationships, building and maintaining healthy interpersonal connections. So, emotional health is very important too. Um, I mean, Bowlby, a famous psychologist, a developmental psychologist, said that emotional and mental health um, are just as important as the physical health. And finally, we've got spiritual health, and it involves a sense of purpose and meaning in life, often associated with our values and beliefs. It can reflect differences, different aspects, including your connection. I think this is probably what we would all consider to be spiritual, or it's certainly right up at the top for me, is our connection, finding a sense of belonging or a relationship with a higher power. So whether that's God, the Creator, whether it's Buddha, whether it's Christ, whatever you choose to have a relationship with, but it can also be your guides, your helpers, your angels, your guardian angels. So it's your connection, sense of connection. Um, Values and meanings, understanding one's principles and what gives life meaning. And I think really importantly is inner peace that comes around with spiritual health. If we have a sense of belonging or a relationship with a higher power, then that can provide inner peace, great inner peace, whether it's knowing that we can't destroy energy, and although we physically die in this lifetime, the spirit never dies. We're just changing the energy. We're just changing it there. Um, and I think that gives a great sense of inner peace, knowing that there is life after life. Gives a great sense of inner peace. And I've also added energy or chi in there as well, because I would maybe say this is energy management. So how energies affect us. That could be energies of other people, and it's learning to cope with those energies, big energies of the world, the planet, um, or how you just manage your own chi, your life force through meditating or whatever you like to do with your spiritual practice. So I would say this is defining spiritual health, but what we do together is spiritual practice. Yeah. So those four dimensions of health work together and influence one another, contributing to a balanced and fulfilling life. Consider how each aspect interacts with your lifestyle and well-being. I've got a wee quote down there at the bottom that I just like to do, and we're going to use this tonight. Every little cell in my body is healthy. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. So hopefully I'll remember to include that in tonight's proceedings. There we go. There was a wee, there was just a wee explanation. And I'm just going to have a wee look at the scores now. So, just having a look. Eh, Thank you for entering your scores there. So has everyone got something that they would like to work on tonight? Yeah, good, 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 good. Do you want me to just do it that I just put me as the screen? I don't know if that'll work. No, it didn't. Um, no, we'll just leave it the way it is. We'll just leave it as it is, shall we? Yeah, so we're going to do some EFT tonight and we're going to work with it. So I've got a little statement here for us again. Despite feeling, and I've left a blank, about a blank and then health, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. So I thought we'd just bring our health on those four levels to our awareness and then ask you what area you would like to work on. And what we're doing is identifying with that feeling when it's not so good. Okay, so say your mental health is less well, how do you feel about that? Or if it's your physical health. So it's working out. That's what we need to work out together. So first of all, we're working out what level we're working on, what one of those four. And then the second is we're figuring out how it feels when our health is less well, how you feel. Um, do you get angry? Do you feel frustrated? Is it annoying? But that's what to have a wee think about just now. Shall I give you just a wee minute to put that together? Why don't I just read this out for you again and I'll let you write it down? Okay, so this is a statement. Despite feeling, and then just put a blank, about, and then put a blank again, and then health, and a wee comma. So, um, say I was doing physical health, okay? That might be despite feeling frustrated about my physical health. See how you're filling them in. So we're finding out how it feels when we feel less healthy, and we're just adding that to the first blank. And then the second blank is what area, what domain of health, whether it's your spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, or physical health there. And then, of course, we always put, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Jason, could you just read that one more time, please?
Course I can.
This
Yep. So despite feeling, and then there's a blank, about, and then there's another blank, health, a comma. I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Yeah, so it's just giving you that wee chance. So I basically say despite feeling, and then I don't say anything about, and I don't say anything health. I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. So you might want to work on self-esteem, for example. And I think you could just actually say that. How do you feel when your self-esteem's lower? How do you feel about yourself when your self-esteem's lower? So might say, I don't know, anyone get any examples there? How you might feel if your self-esteem's lower? And we've all had times in life where our self-esteem's been lower. It's a learned behaviour actually, and it does change throughout our life. And we do have the capacity to learn it at any point in life, self-esteem. We can learn
I think
to value
maybe
ourselves. Hmm.
I think maybe frustrated is a
Frustrated.
good one for
Yeah.
self-esteem. Because sometimes you think, oh, I should put myself out there more. I'm quite a bubbly person, but then in some situations you might find yourself holding back, and it can
Um,
frustrate you a wee bit.
Yes, that is a good example. Brilliant, well done. Flo, really appreciate that. And Wendy, I liked your example too. Like it's quite depressing when we feel that our self-esteem's lower, you know. It can be, you could even say devastating, you know. It's just how it feels to you, and what you're going to work on there. Okay, shall we do emojis here? Who's going to work on their physical health? Just any emoji you want to. Whether you're in the background or the foreground, just putting a wee emoji. Yeah, okay, thanks a lot. That's brilliant. And Carol as well, definitely. And I did read the comment there, like when we've had a cold and it's not going away. And yes, that's a good one to work on for sure. For sure. Yeah. How does it feel that that cold's not went away or it keeps coming back? I could use colourful language actually here.
Frustrated. It frustrates me. I wake up in the morning and I think, oh, I'm still bugged up.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Aye, it takes a wee while to shift this one,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah. It is frustrating. Actually, I think I wake up some mornings and if it's still there, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that I've got it. I'm annoyed that people have passed on their germs. I'm annoyed that I'm still feeling like that. I'm annoyed that I can't function right. We're all human, so we are. Um, yeah, I think that's a good thing for you to work on tonight, Wendy. I I had you in mind when I broke it all down like that, to be honest with you, because I thought you might want to work on that too. Energetic health, that is, and maybe going on a device and something throwing you a little bit. I've got my new shungite on tonight. Do you like it, girls?
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I mean, I've got my blue one too. I just wanted a different one, um, for different occasions. And I think energetically that really helps my energetic health. Stopping me from picking things up, being on devices a lot, or being on my phone quite a lot.
Where do
And
you sorry, Jason, where do you buy them from? You get some great stuff.
yeah, I got this one from the Dundee Fair, and uh, I can maybe take a wee picture, or I'll find out and I'll send you a wee picture of the person that I get, because I'm now using Shungite deodorant.
Right?
I washed my face not long ago with Shungite soap there. Yeah, I'm turning into a Shungite. And it's really lovely. It's really, really nice. Really, really nice. And I believe it's the Shungite deodorant's got patchouli in it and different, it smells really nice actually. I don't know if it would quite stand up to physical labor, or doing some heavy duty jobs in the garden. I don't know if it would be that strong for that, but um, I think energetically it's just helping me be more resilient. More resilient. I can come on and spend more time online, or be on my phone for longer hours of the day.
Did
And
did
actually,
did you
sure.
get the ones you wear all the time, the big blue ones? Did you get them from the lady from Dundee as well?
Yes, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
great.
So
I'll
it's
great.
just just the same as that, but it's just a different design. I mean, the blue one's my favorite, definitely, but yeah, I'll get that to you. I'll get the
Great.
details of that
Because
to
I'd
you.
like to get that. That'd be great. Thanks.
Yep, I'll take a wee picture of the
Thank you.
information and how to reach her, and I'll send that to you in WhatsApp
Thank
later
you.
on. And if not, I will
Thank you.
tomorrow morning, promise.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so two people are going for physical health, emotional health. It was mental was the next one, wasn't it? Mental health. Anyone going to work on mental health tonight? Emotional health? Nope. Spiritual health? Okay, not everyone's saying what they want. If some people are holding their cards close to their chest this evening. Mental. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jason, sorry to interrupt again, but are we choosing just one or are we choosing a few of them?
Or just one. Just one.
All
So
right,
if you
okay,
if you want if you want to do it again, you just apply the same practice. So you watch the video again and you would maybe use it for
okay.
something else. It's just that sometimes physical health's absolutely fine. Um, there's emotional there as well. Thank you. It's a really, really good one to work on emotional. I think I would be tempted to work on my emotional health too if I was doing the session tonight. I might try and do that. Um, I think to maintain a consistent self-esteem is good, and not for things to kind of dump that too easily. So that would be what I would probably work on tonight. I would work on emotional health, and it would be self-esteem. I like it when I feel esteemed, and you know, it may well be sometimes that you can go on social media and that can throw that, you know. So it would just be really nice to know that no matter what's happening out there, it doesn't impact my self-esteem. Does that make sense? It doesn't impact it. So, to me, that feels the most important area. I would be going for emotional for me today. Um, Now that I think I've got over the cold. Famous last word, say. Yeah. Okay. Um, so, but the really important bit is just describing the feeling when your health is less good. That's a really important bit. So I'm just giving you a wee moment to consider that because that's essential for our tapping. It's just a wee bit more complicated tonight because I've said, look, you can choose one of four things, whereas normally we would just work on something in our health. Um, yeah. So just give you a wee minute to figure out. You might have already done so. I'm just going to figure out mine while you figure out yours. Mm, I would say disappointed for me. Disappointed if my emotional health isn't because I'd like to think of myself as being quite emotionally balanced. So maybe give disappointment, disappointed. And you can be completely, like so if you were going for self-esteem as well, I would be tempted just to change the formula there, and I would be tempted to say, despite feeling, say in my example, disappointed about instead of saying emotional health, I would say low self-esteem. That's what I would say there. And it's not always an issue with me, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just how I'm feeling just now. And how we feel changes. I think that when I'm less busy, as in my business, that affects my self-esteem, my whole sense of worth, and how I value all of you being here right now and doing this, which is amazing, which makes me feel good. Um, in terms of doing therapies, some busier days, but a lot of quiet days, and that's why I'm out digging gardens, and it's only the beginning of March. So I think that kind of thing, and as soon as you have Mercury in retrograde and wars going on, and as soon as um people begin to feel a little bit afraid of their financial situation moving forward, then holistic um, complementary therapists take a hit. And it's just the way it's been for so many years now. So it was the pandemic, and then it was say the energy crisis a couple of years ago. So as soon as they started saying on the TV there's an energy crisis, then all your customers disappear almost. And that's why I'm really grateful to be doing this just now. Um, I could probably get 2 days work a week at the moment, but can you imagine if you would work 7 days a week, some weeks, and then you're down to just like 2 days, then you're starting to think, all right, okay, I'd like to do this, but I can't do that anymore because I need to pay my bills, and that's the most important thing. And you start going like that, and then that affects my self-esteem. So I'm just explaining me fully here. That's why I would choose that just now. Because February is traditionally a quiet month. For me, it's always a quiet month for me. January's good. January's pretty busy. Everyone wants to feel good in January. So, that's really, really good. But um, if I was wanting to dig into that even deeper, I can then take the circumstances and tap into that, you know. Um, I guess you don't feel as good about yourself if you're unable to do what you can normally do. That's what I'm trying to say there. And that's why it's a big issue, but it's there at the moment. It's there. It makes me feel insecure. It makes me think, what's next month going to bring? In fact, what's next week going to bring? Never mind next month. And well, if you've got a job and you go to your work and you get paid for your work, and you've got your wage no matter what, you don't even need to think about things like that. And if you were quieter at your work, it wouldn't affect your self-esteem. Um, but I bet you when say Kirsten watches this or anyone who practices or who's a complementary therapist, they'll get totally what I'm saying here. Um, it's the same with school holidays as well. It all goes to pot. It's okay. It's a life I choose. If I was unhappy with it, I would just go and get a job. That's not what I want to do, though. Um, yeah. Jane, are you going to say something? You looked as if you were poised. Poised. Go for it, my friend.
I've unmuted. Yeah, I was actually going to say something because everything that you've just said is probably the reason that I've still got a job.
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
whole fear of like, oh my God, if I had to rely on myself. That's why I've got two jobs, in fact, not just
Yeah.
one job, two jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough going. It's hard
Yeah.
going having two jobs. There's no doubt about that because you're wearing two totally different hats. And you have to be super organized, I think, to have two jobs, really, don't you? Because you've got a life out with that as well. And yes, you are super
I
organized.
think it fits my crazy head, but no, it's like I've like changing all these therapies and then I've not done anything with them. And that is exactly why all these reasons you said.
Yeah. It will change. It will come back round. There's no doubt about it. And the vibration of the planet's changing. So people, people are think as well. Things are a little bit more diluted now compared to years ago. So back in the noughties, for example, there were far fewer Reiki masters or complementary therapists around, and it's such a lovely thing to learn that many people have learned to do it, and it's made it a little bit more diluted. And then, of course, we've had real economic problems, haven't we, for too long now? Um, how long would you say the economy's been a mess?
Seems like ages.
Forever. Remember the 80s?
Yes.
We used to make money in the 80s.
I don't remember a mortgage spike or something. The interest rates not go mental.
Sorry?
Did the interest rates not go mental in, was it the 80s or the 90s?
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, every decade there's an issue, I guess, isn't there's an issue. I guess the 80s were a bit more prosperous, um, but and the 90s weren't too bad either. But there was a war again and different things, and the economy suffered, and then I think in the early teens. Um, there was the credit crunch they called it that time round. So every decade there's a something, isn't there? And then like it's been the energy crisis and whatever we call it these days. But there tends to be recession, doesn't there? Every decade, some more than others. But I think we've definitely been um hard hit, hard hit, which can impact people's mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and physical health too. And because the more um, people stress about putting food on the table, then that impacts on the physical health as well. So it's all interrelated, isn't it? Everything is, of course. Yeah. Well, it was really nice to explore that tonight because that's a wee bit different from anything that we've done so far with any of our check-ins. Normally we just focus on our physical health, but our health is so much more than just that, of course. Yeah. Okay. So we all got a little feeling then. So is that we've got our statement. So you're able to read your statement. So mine reads like this: despite feeling disappointed about low self-esteem, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. So I've just changed emotional health to low self-esteem because that's what I wanted to focus on. So when I read it, I'll say, despite feeling, and then leave it blank. And then I'm going to say about, and I'm going to leave a bigger blank. Yeah. I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself because that way, whatever you've got in there will work with that statement. Deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And see at the very end, I'm going to screen share again. At the very end, um, I've got a nice magical statement for us. There's that one right down at the bottom there. Every little cell in my body is healthy. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body's well. So once we've done it, that's what we're going to tap in to end. And that should make us feel really, really good because that's such a powerful statement, isn't it? So we're going to rate the feeling, that you've associated with feeling less healthy in some area. So we're going to rate that feeling just now. We're going to score it out of 10. So I would be scoring how disappointed I felt if my self-esteem's low. And we do a few rounds of tapping, and then we rate it again, and then we do some more tapping, and we rate it again, and we can see if we can get our scores right down. And like we talked about last time, because we always do an EFT with our check-in, we always do one EFT session, and we always love it as well. Um, we always feel really good about it. I think we feel really good at the end of an EFT tapping session because not only do you deal with this, but you are clearing any blocks in your meridians there. Um, so we're going to try and get our score down as low as we possibly can, and then we're going to tap in every little cell in my body's happy, every little cell in my body's healthy, every little cell in my body's well. And that's how we're going to end it. But yeah, if you can try and feel the word that you use to describe when your health is less good, if you can really go into that feeling, tap into it, and feel that a wee bit more. Like I'm using disappointment. So I'm going to try and tap into that feeling of being disappointed when, you know, suddenly one day your self-esteem's low, and you feel a bit gutted, don't you? Especially if you're all about helping other people feel good about themselves, and it's important for you to make sure you feel good because that's important to me. Feeling good is really important to me, and I go out my way to make sure that I feel good. So I guess you can see why I'm saying disappointed, a bit kind of gutted and but So I want to feel that emotion as I'm tapping, whatever descriptive word you've chosen, try and feel that a wee bit for the best EFT result. Okay. Yay. Are we ready to play? Lovely. So as I say, just going to say, despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And I just leave the gap, the two gaps there for you to fill in. Okay. So here we go. Just as you're tapping like that, take a few deep breaths. Beautiful. Okay. And if you'd like to say, despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Beautiful. And bringing it up to the third eye. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Underneath the eye, despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And we sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. And take a nice deep breath and bring your awareness into your body. You may notice that tingly feeling, that energetic feeling, the energy on the move. Beautiful. Let's do round two. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Beautiful. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Beautiful. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday time. And again, drop your awareness into your body. That's wonderful. And we're going to rate, you don't have to write it down. We're just going to score how we feel again. That descriptive word we've used to describe when our health is less good. Seeing if that score's gone down a wee bit. Beautiful. Yeah, me too, Wendy. Brilliant. Well done. That's amazing. Nice jump down. Mine's is the same. Yeah. Lovely. Okay, round 3. So, despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday time. Beautiful. And take a nice, slow, deep breath deep into your center and bring your awareness into your body once more. And you may be aware of shifts now. You may be feeling it. You may be feeling good emotionally and on every level. Let's start that in again. Round 4. despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday time. And taking a nice slow deep breath into your center and bringing your awareness into your body once more. So we're going to do one more full round of tapping and then we're going to start to abbreviate. So we'll do this round and we'll score once again the descriptive term that we used in our statement. Here we go. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Really try and feel the words here. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And happy birthday time. And taking a nice, slow, deep breath into your center just whenever you stop tapping. And bringing your awareness into your body, noticing the energy, where it's flowing, where you can feel it. And we're just about to abbreviate our emotional freedom technique statement. But before we do that, can we score again how we're feeling? Just to see if the scores are going down a few wee notches. Yay. Okay, I think we do one more round like that, and then we abbreviate it. Oh, that's great, Carol. Brilliant. Okay. Because if it's above 5, then I would suggest you keep tapping until you get down to 3, I would say, is most ideal. So let's do that again, if that's okay. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Beautiful. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite feeling about I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Last time we did this, it was Carol's birthday, of course, which was lovely. Yeah, okay, let's rate how we feel once more. So, for the next couple of little rounds, it might be easier for me just to keep explaining it from my example. Please forgive me for doing that. It's just to make it quite clear and consistent. So I was working on self-esteem and I felt disappointed on occasions when my self-esteem's low. So now what I would say is, despite having low self-esteem, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. So despite having the cold, or despite this persistent cold, whatever the words you used. So we're dropping the feeling now and we're just dealing with the health thing, whether it's your physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual health, then we're just focusing on that. So for me, it would be despite having low self esteem, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Make sense? Lovely. Let's do it. Okay. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday time. Birthday to you. Birthday to you. That's beautiful. And taking a nice deep breath into your center. And notice how your body feels now. That's nice that you're having a wee yawn there. It's deeply releasing and healing. Love to see it, as you know. Yeah, so that you're noticing how your body's feeling now. And the energy is really beginning to change. I'm sure everyone agrees with that. Let's do that one again. We'll do it another twice. And that should be us right down at the bottom. Okay, so despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday. Lovely. So, for the last time, we're going to rate how we feel about whatever we're clearing. It might be, like myself, that there's no issue anymore. You're not feeling any of that stuff. You're not feeling the feeling, and you're not able to identify with whatever it was you're trying to clear as well. Amazing, Lo. That's a brilliant score. Well done, Carol, as well. Everyone's scores there. They went very quickly, but they were amazing. So you're down to ones and twos. Well done. That is amazing. I think we do it one more time. We just tap in one more time. And then, okay, so I was working on self-esteem. Say you were working on the cold. Well, then at the end of this round of tapping, just going to rate how we feel that to be the aspect of health that we're trying to clear, just to see if we're actually physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually feeling better in every way. Okay, beautiful. Okay, despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And finally, despite, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Happy birthday time. Beautiful. And if you'd like to give yourself one more score, one final score. 0. Wow. 1. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm a 0 as well. And there's another 1 there. He's gone, says Carl. That's brilliant. Yeah, absolutely amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I totally agree with you. And we've got a 0 from Carl as well. So well done. That's just amazing. That's awesome. Um, we should never underestimate our attitude when it comes to health, the way that we think about it, and the beliefs that we've got about our health. Some people believe that it's normal to have between 5 and 7 colds a year. I don't think that's acceptable in my books. But on national averages, you would find that statistic to be true. And some people just think, oh, yeah, it's one of my 7 a year or one of my 5 a year. Whereas to me, it's like, what happened there? A what? So the way that we feel about our health and our attitude towards it, you know, makes a big, huge difference. Yeah. Okay. As promised, we're going to tap in that really beautiful affirmation. So every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Happy birthday. Okay, remember we did it last month when we done the mirror technique when we did that little bit of tapping. So if your camera's on, look yourself in the eye, okay? And we're going to tap that in again. So just look yourself in the eye. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. Every little cell in my body is healthy, happy, and well. And give yourself a pat in the back this time. Well done. It was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be tonight. I hope that was okay. Well done, everyone. You really, really smashed it there. And the scores are right down. Shall we do a loveometer? And then if there's any questions anyone has. You see, went right down to 0. That's brilliant. So we've got a first 10, another 10, another 10. There's the first tens of our check-in this month, a 9.5, a 10, and a 9. Awesome. That's brilliant. Well done. That's amazing. So you came on fours, fives, sixes, sevens. Some people were 8, and look where you ended up an hour later. Well done, everyone. That's amazing. And watch out for feeling good tomorrow. Whatever you worked on, whether it be your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, look out for it feeling good tomorrow. And have yourself a brilliant evening. I think you will. Oh, you're very welcome, Cal. Thank you so much. That was really good tonight. Thanks for allowing me just to go into health in a bit more detail and work on all arenas, all domains of our health. And we'll be back tomorrow. I will condense it into the hour tomorrow and we'll do some more lovely work together. Amazing. Thank you so much. Well, you look great. I don't think you're really in the mood to go to your bed now.
I still am. That was good, but I'm still tired.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Jane. I'm really
Thank you
glad.
very much.
Uh, oh, oh, wow, you wouldn't know that at all, that you've been up since that time of the day before the birds start singing. It doesn't show at all. Thanks for being with us, Jane, Lo, and Wendy. Thank you so much for being with us, and everyone else as well, Carol and Carol as well. And yay! Did you enjoy that, Carol? Yeah. Oh, you disappeared again. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah. Brilliant. Everyone looks glowing, actually. Everyone's just looks happy, peaceful, content, glowing. Have yourself a beautiful evening. Enjoy the rest of the healing that's coming your way today. And I really look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night again for some more fun. Yay. Lovely. To everyone, lots of love to y'all.
Thank you, Jason, and lots of love to everybody.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Everybody's just glowing at. We're all smiling from ear to ear. That's amazing. Thanks, Wendy. You have a lovely evening.
You're amazing, Jason. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Cal. I really appreciate that. So are you. Thank you. You have a beautiful evening. Enjoy the rest of it, whatever you're up to. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, I'll get this one uploaded. I'll try and make sure that it gets properly uploaded. Thanks, Jane, for telling me about that. Really, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Mwah. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye bye. Good night.